Home Office announced new immigration policy, and this will commence 9th April. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. On this channel I talk about my life here in the UK, what is happening around me, and I share information. On this channel I also do reaction videos, so if this content sounds like what you will be interested in, please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I post any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for always coming back to watch my videos. I cite you guys. Thank you guys so much. Well guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all the latest updates about healthcare job, skilled worker visa and band 3 stuff that was published in the month of March. Well, so many things has been happening in the UK, especially on the health and care worker visa and the issue of immigration. UK government trying to cut down immigration. I made a video where I talked about how the British citizens are signing petition signing petition for the UK government, for the Home Office, to suspend all immigration for complete 5 years. And in that video I said I don't think the UK government can do that, to be honest, because I don't think the UK, not just the UK, the Western world can survive without immigration. So personally, I don't think that will happen. Well, they're still debating, they're still, trying to see what they can do about that. So many people have signed that petition. In fact, as at the time I made that video, was over 200 and something thousand persons have signed that petition. Whether legal immigration or illegal, they should just stop anything that has to do with immigration for complete 5 years. So currently the UK is really tight, honestly speaking. And if we're talking about the student route, I know in the past student route used to be the easiest route for people to come, but then I'm a Nigerian, it's so expensive to study in the UK now. Convert 15,000 pounds naira is a lot. And mind you, they've increased the IHS fee, they have increased it again. They have been increasing and increasing. Check out the visa fee. Check out how much you're supposed to have in your account. You know that bank statement we usually show. Check out how much you are meant to have now for your upkeep. It's a lot. So personally, I think coming to the UK now for immigrants to study is hard, to be honest. Some universities are even going broke currently. Well, that is by the way. And I used to say this, with the UK there is always an update. All you need to do is to be current, especially those of you planning to come to the UK. You need to be current. This is what it says on this article. It says immigration changes announced by the Home Office to be implemented in April will impact care workers, skilled workers and band 3 staff. And he went further saying new immigration rules laid down in Parliament on Wednesday 12 March 2025 are set to impact the recruitment of overseas health and care worker staff. The Home Office has announced a fresh wave of immigration policy changes that will impact the health and care sector, including entry-level band 3. From April 9, 2025, the following changes will come into force. Care providers in England seeking to recruit a new worker from overseas or those switching from another visa route will have to first prove that they have attempted to recruit a worker resident in England, meaning before any recruiter will employ or will even attempt to employ anyone from outside the UK must have shown proof that they have tried to recruit from within the UK. For this, I don't know if it's a good news or bad news. For me, I'll say it's a good news for people already in the UK that are still looking for sponsorship, because then they have better chances of getting jobs with visa sponsorship in care. And for the other persons outside the UK, it will be difficult for people who are applying outside the UK to get job with visa sponsorship. So for this, I would say it will favor people already in the UK that are looking for jobs with visa sponsorship. So I feel like for those people who are wanting to switch from other visa routes, will be lucky this time around, because employers will rather sponsor them. And to be honest, I used to say this, so many persons will be sending me a message on Instagram, oh Ella, please, is there any job with visa sponsorship, blah blah blah, I want to pay. It's hard. Don't pay anybody, especially if you are outside the UK. It's not worth it. I used to say this every day. It's not worth it. Keep that money. I don't know. Use that money to do something else. Try another country. People outside the UK still pay for care job. Honestly, I'm still surprised that people outside the UK still pay for care job. In this year, 2025, please do not even do that. Don't waste your money. It went further saying the minimum salary threshold for skilled worker visa will increase to £12.82 per hour, or £25,000 per annum from 23,200. So if you're watching this video and your place of work promised to give you COS, promise to sponsor you, I think this is the best time to ginger. This is the best time to talk to them, and you will agree with me that people who make £25,000 per annum are usually senior carers. But why am I saying this? If you do not have your NVQ level 3, level 4, honestly, it's something you should look into. I have this NVQ, and honestly, I must say it has helped me a lot. Like me, I have a degree, but when I applied for my sponsorship, I used my NVQ level 4. Can you believe that? People are writing IELTS. Some people are converting their degree certification, but I did not do any of that. All I did was to submit my NVQ level 4 certificate, and it was accepted. They approved it. So if you have not gotten your NVQ level 3 or 4, try and get it, especially for those of you who are already in the UK looking for care job with visa sponsorship. Now, do not get me wrong, everybody must not do care job. I'm only talking about those persons that are interested in looking for jobs with visa sponsorship in healthcare. There are other jobs that sponsor, do not get me wrong, there are other jobs. Everybody must not do healthcare job, no. But then if you want to progress, you just don't want to be a support worker, you just don't want to be a care worker, then it's important for you to do this NVQ in order to progress. It might be expensive, but then you can afford it. If you tell yourself that you want this, you can afford it. So for me, I paid around £800, and I used to hear some persons say they pay 1,000 plus, they pay 1,000 to 1,500. I paid 800 to be honest for mine with London College of Professional Studies. And if you have been watching my video, you hear me say this. And in my previous video, I mentioned it. And for my level 2 was free, because there are some courses in the UK. If you have lived in the UK for the past 3 to 4, 5 years, you can do these courses for free. And sometimes the care home, the care company that you're working for, are also willing to, train you or pay for this qualification for you in order to work with them for some time. So you can also grab this opportunity, talk to your manager. There are opportunities like that, there are offers like that. You might not know because you've not asked. There are offers like that. Where I used to work before, I remember they offered me, but I was like, I'm not interested. So there are offers like that. Ask them. If you don't want to pay with your own money, ask your employer. There should be an offer. So from the 9th of April, £25,000 per annum is the new threshold for health and care worker visa. And he went further on this article. Health and education occupation, including doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, and teachers, will also see their minimum rate increase to reflect the latest national pay scales, meaning the entry level for Band 3 role will no longer meet the threshold. So if you check on the government website in the past, so many persons are trying to get NHS job band 3 because band 3 is sponsored. But from 9th of April, I don't think you see any job with visa sponsorship for band 3. So from the 9th of April, band 3 staff can no longer be sponsored because their pay did not reach the new threshold for sponsorship. There will also be an increased powers for care workers to refuse visa application to the short-term student visa route where they are suspected to be non-genuine. Under it says, what does this mean for the NHS trust? Due to the increase to salary threshold after 9th of April, entry-level band 3 roles will no longer be eligible for international sponsorship. Employers will need to wait until the agenda for change 2026 pay award is announced to determine if it will be above the 25,000 salary threshold. Those on band 3 roles that require renewal on the top step point 25,674 will meet the required skill and salary threshold and can continue to be sponsored. The good thing with NHS is that there is always a progression. That's one thing I love about NHS. On this article, it said those people that are already on band 3, there will be a top step point that will increase their salary to 25,674. So for those people who are on sponsorship that are already in band 3, there will be an increase when their sponsorship want to be renewed, because some of this sponsorship will give you 3 years, so obviously you need renewal. Do you understand? Before you can get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK, you must have lived in the UK for the past 5 years on a sponsorship visa or on a skilled worker visa. So those persons that they gave 3 years, obviously they need 2 more years. So if you're currently on band 3, do not panic, because there's a step up. So they will renew your visa. It will only affect those who have not even gotten sponsorship yet, but they are hoping to get sponsorship. It will only affect them. But then again, there's still hope, because they said until the gender for 2025 to 2026 is announced, they might increase the salary. Do you get? And under it says, the Home Office says these changes will ensure that those who came to the UK to pursue a career in adult social care can do so, and that it will help end the reliances on overseas recruitment. Under the new rules, care providers in England must work with the relevant regional partnership in the area they are located on recruiting and attempting to recruit from a pool of workers impacted by revocation before they can sponsor a care workers or senior care workers. See, from another route or from overseas, a list of regional partnership contact details will be published on the gov.uk website shortly, and NHS employers will keep employers updated. The new rules will not apply to international workers who are already being sponsored as a care worker SOC 6135 or senior care worker 6136, or where providers are seeking to sponsor someone switching from another immigration route who has already been working for them for at least 3 months. So if you're in the UK, your company license has been revoked, or you are planning to come to the UK, this is the latest update. To be honest, it will be difficult for you to get visa sponsorship from outside the UK. But then again, that does not mean that they've stopped sponsoring from overseas. But I am just saying that it will be very, very difficult, because the UK government said that the employer must show a proof that they have been trying to sponsor within the UK and they did not get before they can sponsor anybody from outside the UK. And if you're a healthcare worker in Band 3 with the NHS, you can hear what the government said. You can no longer be sponsored until the agenda for 2025 to 2026 is announced. If they increase the salary, then there's hope for it. But if not, you can no longer be sponsored. To be honest, there was like a massive rush in the NHS because so many persons were applying for Band 3 roles, because we all know that NHS are always recruiting. But with this announcement, I don't think there will be a rush in the NHS anymore, to be honest, because I mean, if you cannot sponsor Band 3, then why am I going to Band 3? Especially the fact that I know that I'm looking for sponsorship. Do you get? But that does not mean you should not, apply for a job with the NHS. There's still hope. Let's wait and see what they have to tell us for the 2025 to 2026 agenda for NHS. If they increase the salary, then voila, you're also good to go. So yes, I just feel the need to share with you all this latest update. And if your employer promise you sponsorship, it's time to talk to them. From the 9th of April is £25,000. So I think this is the best time to remind that employer. Well, with this, I've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video interesting and informative to watch, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share my videos. Feel free to leave me a comment on any type of video you'd like me to make, and I'll try my best and get back to you guys. I'll see you guys in my next post. Bye guys.